Imagine it's 1947. You're 17 years old, sitting in a high school classroom in Omaha, Nebraska. The kid next to you is quiet, doesn't party, doesn't chase girls, doesn't care about being cool. But every single day, he shows up with a stack of newspapers. Not to read the comics, not to check the sports scores. He's reading stock tables. At 17, you think he's weird. You move on with your life. That kid? Warren Buffett. And by the time you're both 30, you're working a regular job, maybe making $15,000 a year. Your weird classmate? He's already a millionaire. Not because he got lucky, not because his daddy was rich, because he understood one idea that most people never figure out, and he started earlier than anyone thought was possible. Today, we're going to learn exactly what that idea was and how you can use it too, even if you're starting way later than 17. Warren Buffett bought his first stock at age 11. He spent his childhood reading every finance book in the Omaha Public Library. By 13, he was filing his own tax return. By 15, he owned a small piece of farmland generating passive income. He wasn't a genius in the way movies portray geniuses. He wasn't cracking secret codes or predicting the future. He just understood one thing deeply. A great business, bought at a fair price and held for a long time, will almost always make you wealthy. No day trading, no crypto bets, no hot tips from a guy at a party, just finding good businesses and being patient enough to let time do the work. He called it value investing. Let's break down exactly what that means. Okay, forget stocks for a second. Imagine there's a lemonade stand in your neighborhood. It's been open for 20 years. Rain or shine, people line up. The owner is honest, costs are low, and every summer it prints money.
Now imagine the owner wants to sell. He's asking $12,000 for it. You think, is this worth it? You look at the numbers, it makes $6,000 profit every year. So in 2 years, you get your money back. After that, every dollar is pure gain, and it'll probably keep growing.
That's a great deal. You buy it. Now imagine a different stand. It's brand new, flashy, has a neon sign and a TikTok page. Everyone's talking about it. The owner wants $50,000, but it's only made $500 in profit so far. You're paying for hype, not value. Warren Buffett spent his entire life buying the first lemonade stand, not the second one, every time. That's value investing. Buy what's actually worth something. Ignore what just looks exciting. So how did Buffett actually pick stocks? He used a simple checklist. Let's walk through it. Number 1, does the business make money consistently? Not just one good year, year after year after year. Companies like Coca-Cola, Apple, American Express, they don't have great years and terrible years. They just quietly, reliably make money. Buffett called this a moat, like a castle with water around it, hard for competitors to get in and steal customers. Number 2, is the price reasonable? Even a great business can be a bad investment if you overpay. This is where most people go wrong. They buy amazing companies at insane prices because everyone else is excited. Buffett waits. He's famous for sitting on cash for years until the price feels right. He once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." That means when everyone is panicking and selling, that's when he buys. When everyone is hyped and buying, that's when he gets cautious. Number 3, does the company have honest leadership? Buffett reads annual reports the way other people watch Netflix. He's looking for CEOs who tell the truth, even when the truth is bad. He avoids companies where the executives seem more focused on their own bonuses than on building something real. Number 4, can he hold it forever? His favorite holding period, he once said, is forever. Not 6 months, not until the stock goes up 20%. Forever. Because the real wealth from a great business comes from decades of compounding, not from flipping it quickly. Now, here's the part that should genuinely excite you. You don't need to do any of this stock-picking work yourself because Buffett has said publicly, repeatedly, that regular people, people like you and me, should not try to pick individual stocks. Instead, he recommends putting your money in a simple S&P 500 index fund. That's a fund that owns all 500 of the biggest American companies at once. You automatically get the winners. You don't have to choose. He even put it in his will. When he dies, 90% of the money left to his wife should go into an S&P 500 index fund, the richest investor in history, and that's his advice for regular people. So let's go back to that classroom in Omaha. You're sitting next to teenage Warren. You lean over and ask, "Hey, what should I do with my money?" He'd probably say something like this: "Don't try to get rich fast. Fast money usually disappears fast. Find something great, pay a fair price, and then just leave it alone and let time work. Don't check your portfolio every day. Don't panic when the market drops. Don't chase the hot stock everyone's talking about at Thanksgiving. Just be patient. Patient in a way that feels almost boring, because boring is exactly how wealth is actually built." He waited for decades, and that patience turned a few $1,000s he saved delivering newspapers as a teenager into $100 billion. The strategy was never complicated. The hard part was never the math. The hard part was doing nothing when everyone else was doing something. So here's the thing. Most people leave that classroom in Omaha and forget about the quiet kid in the corner. They chase the flashy stuff, the hot tip, the crypto coin with the funny name, the stock everyone's screaming about on Twitter. And most of them end up exactly where they started. But some people, a small number, they remember that kid. They slow down. They stop chasing. They start thinking in decades instead of days. They plant the tree even though they won't sit in its shade for years. And one day, without any dramatic moment, without any lucky break, they look up and realize the tree is enormous, and they're sitting right underneath it. Warren Buffett didn't win because he was the smartest person in the room. He won because he was the most patient. And patience, that's not something you're born with. That's something you decide.